So in 2018, there was one statistics in which they have stated that like 24% women are in cybersecurity field. And when I started uploading content on hacking, I got so many direct messages from many boys like I want to hack this particular girl's account. I recently got breakup and now I want to hack my girlfriend's account. But I never get a single message from a girl like I want to hack this particular boy's account. And I'm not blaming any other guys because once I also pranked with my best friend like I'm gonna hack your account, and she took it that much seriously, like she never talked with me again. So when you are majorly attacked as a victim, you need to know all the threats, or you need to learn about those particular threats. That's why idea came into my mind, like to motivate more girls to join cybersecurity field, or at least to know about what threats are in cybersecurity field. I'm gonna interview different women in cybersecurity field. Like I want to know their perspective. Like is there less women in cybersecurity field and more of the things. So this is the first video of this web series, and in which we have a guest like Chenny Ren. She's gonna talk about women in cybersecurity, and she's a really good and humble speaker. Also, if you have any queries, then just direct message her on like Instagram or a Twitter. She will definitely answer your questions. So let's see. Hello everyone, I'm Pratik here. Welcome to today's Mage video, in which we are gonna interview a special guest, and we have two more guests also. So our two first guests are Shreya Jadhav and Riddhi Deshpande. They are both our cybersecurity fresher students from Indira College, and we have our special guest Chenny Ren. So let us see or know about Chenny Ren first. So she has completed so much of her certificates like OSCP, OSWP. She is an SOC engineer, and she have certified ethical hacker also. And she have also specialist in Amazon Web Services. And there are 14 different articles of her written on Medium. So if you are gonna check out her on Medium, then please go. And if you are enthusiastic about Hack the Box, then she have written 2 to 4 articles about particular machines, like how to hack that machines or how to exploit that particular machine. So welcome. Hello, Shani.
Yeah, hi, Project. Thanks for inviting.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Shreya. Hi, Riddhi. Nice to meet you.
Yes, nice to meet you too.
So Shreya is gonna ask you about the first question.
Yeah, sure.
So I wanted to ask you about what was the difficulties or problems you faced during your job, means for getting a job, or when you got a job, what were the difficulties you faced while
Yeah.
means around the environment? What was the environment around you?
Yeah, okay, I got you. So first of all, like for cybersecurity, I mean, it has a lot of areas, like there's pen testing is only like a small part, small categories of the entire cybersecurity market. So the difficulty is big because you have to know everything. You have to know a lot of things, not only like technical skills. You also have to know like maybe the cyber laws, the data transfer, or like this how to do the governance, and that's all a career path in the cybersecurity. But before starting a career like me, like being an ethical hacker, the difficulty is you have to really master knowing like the system, knowing the techniques. Because my major in my college is mathematics, like that's totally different with cybersecurity. Yes, it's totally like a scenario. But what motivates me to keep doing this is just curiosity and your passion about like breaking things. I mean, I enjoy the feelings of like you get into one system, like you break some things, and you like just as Prickshik May just mentioned, the hack the box, you got the root and you feel like, oh, that's really an achievement. So I mean, just keep your mind that your curiosity is your greatest motivation, and also have to master how to use Linux as the basic techniques.
You are comfortable with the environment around you, or
Sorry, It,
So
it wasn't clear.
she's trying to ask like, is the environment is good for a female hacker? Like
Yeah.
how what problems you have faced as a female hacker or a female cybersecurity
Okay,
person?
yeah, I got you. So I never felt that I have any problems or like the differences between a female hacker or like a man hacker, because I think that's really like ambiguous. Maybe it's just people's opinion that feel like a female shouldn't be a hacker, and because that's a man's world, and the cybersecurity, like the market has maybe 99% are men, so if you are a female hacker you won't be good. I think that's totally a wrong idea. So just overcome your wrong thought. You could be a hacker if you want to.
Okay. So Riddhi is having some network issue, I guess. It's just she wanted to ask this question like, what was the path? Means how you got to cybersecurity field, or when you
Okay, what
started for this
to
field?
do? Okay, so when you start the job, I mean, it really depends because we have the pen testing job, and also like what I did before, I have the SOC, like the security monitoring system. That's a blue team works. It depends on your client's needs. So it's not only like what you want to do, is what your clients may need. So
Okay.
that's really a broad question. I don't know if I have answered your question or not, but maybe we can go like deeper in detail in the future.
Yeah, sure. So this is a second question. Like, being you women have any advantages in cybersecurity field? Like you can relate to.
Exactly. Yes. First of all, like if you're a woman hacker, like people invite you to talk, like now, right? And also like maybe, I mean, people like to connect with you, and maybe it's easier to get help from others if you got stuck into something. Yeah, I think that's the
Okay.
only advantages.
Okay. This is my question. Like, what was your first hack?
The first hack, it could be tracing back to my youth. I mean, like because I love playing games, and I love like
Okay.
to know, so maybe cheating in the games, like when I was 8 years old. But that's really like little triple hack, or doesn't count as a hack.
Okay. So which game? And like, if you want to mention that name, particular games.
Yeah, that's like not an online game. It's just a simple RPG for you to like to did a little bit of reversing. Maybe I don't even know what reversing is, but I just like run other people's script in order to bypass the restrictions, and you got high score.
Okay.
Yes.
That is awesome. By the way.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Lots of people dream about that, like playing a game with like you have cheats for that particular game. That is a really super
Yes.
cool feeling.
It's crazy, actually.
So
But sometimes it gets really frustrating if you don't get points in your game, so you wanted to do another way to cheat it.
yeah. So this question I've searched like on I guess 21 November 2018 you have completed your first OSCP.
Right.
And
Oh, yeah,
after that I guess on December 12th or 10th December you have completed your OSWP. So
yes. I mean, I
lots of
feel like
people.
you're doing a reconnaissance on me. You're doing like our information gathering. Yes. Okay.
So that's why the question is, I want to ask like, so many people want to crack OSCP or they want to start something with OSCP. So what you can suggest to people, like how did you started with OSCP, or how you prepared for it, and how you cracked for it, and what was the feelings when you cracked that particular exam?
Yeah, okay. So for the OSCP, it is really tough. I mean, the path for preparing it, but it doesn't mean like I mean, I encourage everyone to try it. The experience is really awesome. Like, and I learned a lot in it. So for preparing the OSCP, like before you taking the exam, like registering from the offensive security, you should already know like master Linux. At least like you already get used to the system using Kali Linux or want to anyway. You just totally get rid of using like Windows or your Mac. That's the first point, using Linux. And for knowing the basics of web applications pen testing, that's necessary. And it's really important because in the OSCP exam, there will be some web applications and there will be a lot of in the lab. So have to know some basics about how to do the web pen testing, like OWASP top 10, what vulnerabilities are about, like if there's a SQL injections in it, how do you exploit it? And also what is necessary for the OSCP is scripting, like your programming, but it's really not too like mandatory as require you to become a developer level, but you have to at least understand like it's a bash scripting. If there's a POC that other people wrote this POC to exploit something, you know how to modify it or how to modify the path, how to like modify it to your runtime environment. I think that's really good.
Okay. So I have noticed one thing, like your name is Chenny, Chenny,
Yes.
right? But
Yes.
on your on your badge there is a QIANNI.
Oh yeah, that's my Chinese because I'm originally from China. As you can see, I'm in China right now. So Qian actually, like for a QINNI, is my Chinese name and it's also my born name. I given name is Chenny, but the pronunciation is exactly the same as Chenny Ren. So I do both. You know, like in the US, people don't pronounce it right. Like people, if there's a Q, they pronounce it to Kia. So I mean, no, stop it. Just go with Chenny. Yes.
Okay. Yes, Shreya, you can ask for next question.
I would like to ask you that what was the origin? Means what was the ideal, or who is your role model from which you thought of coming in this field or getting into ethical hacking and the cybersecurity field? What was the first click you got and when it was?
Okay, I mean, for my situation, it's quite different because, you know, I love digital things and I love like games. So the first hack was happened in my 8 years old. But what really brings me into this field to totally disregard of other like career paths is a game. And it's a game from the Steam. The Steam is called Hacknet. If you're interested, you can play it. Like it's Hacknet, and it's really like simulating as a real hacking environment. Like, and there's a storyline in the game that really motivates me to become a hacker. Yes, I want to be that. It's so cool. And
And this was Riddhi's question, and she's outside from her home, so that's why she cannot connect. But she wanted to ask, do you think like there are so many girls who need to join the cybersecurity field? Because I have read one survey, like in 2018 there were only 24% women in cybersecurity field. So what do you think about that?
Yeah. It's really hard to say because it really depends on people, but if you look at the market percent about how many men or how many women you're forced some girls to join this field that she maybe doesn't like this, it's a torture to her. So I mean, it really depends on, maybe in the future there will be more girls, but maybe not. So I don't know. I mean, I'm really neutral to this.
So yes, I wanted to ask that now actually I am having a course of cybersecurity and I am a fresher in this field. I have no idea about anything relating to hacking or something this. So what would you suggest us, like what are the things you would suggest? What can we do in future? Like
so I'll introduce a little bit about your career path in the cybersecurity. It's really not technical side. Maybe I just talked like the pen testing is only a small part, like ethical hacking is only a small part in the entire market. Maybe just imagine like this is cybersecurity. You're protecting everything related to cyber. So, you know, like, so anything you could imagine, it requires like our help. For example, like compliance law. So there may be like a cybersecurity law, not only in China, not only in the US, not only like there are also cybersecurity laws in India that companies have to follow, but how could they follow this kind of rules, the guidances without getting penalties? So they need experts together. That's one career path. You could be the experts to tell them like how to follow the security laws. Yes. So that's totally nothing to do with the techniques. You don't even need to know about the operating systems. You just need to know the security law side. And also their career path as the red teaming. What I'm doing right now, I'm the red teaming to think as a attacker, to think as a hacker, like to breaking things. And also there are blue teams for the security defensive side, like you're trying to increase the security postures, like you're running a monitoring, like you're doing this, building the firewall, monitoring the logs, and to protect our organizations also like that, etc. There are so many career paths.
Okay. So this was my question. Like I was going through your Instagram post and I found this post who has a bigger influence. And
Yes.
in this we had Linus Torvalds, Steve Jobs, and Bill Gates. So you sorry for cropping that, but you have mentioned that I will always choose Linus Torvalds. So I also relate to that, but I wanted to know your opinion, like why you choose Linus
I
Torvalds.
mean, I really posted it. Like, I don't even know why I posted, but I mean, there are three guys are so my role model, and they are all big influence. Like, so there's no comparison. I was really like childlike that time, or I don't know why I posted, but I mean, just wanted to say the three guys are really amazing. Like, so
Okay.
I don't know who has bigger influence.
I would like to
Okay.
ask you about your hobbies, and we saw your Instagram profile and many more things like you like playing piano or something like
Yes,
that.
I
You
have
have
created this.
Yes. Oh yeah, I have hobbies. Yes, I love playing like the piano and music, and I mean, like for female friends, like yeah, they know like I'm a hacker, but you know, like that's my job and that's what I'm interested in. So they won't like isolate me because of my job and my passion. Instead, I won't like tell them or to discuss technical problem with my female friends, and I won't like bother her for this. That's why I'm not isolated.
And can you relate piano with your hacking? Like, does piano help you in hacking field, like to meditate more or to concentrate more? Is that a thing?
No, that's just like totally my hobby, and so it's totally isolated from cyber. It's one thing
Okay.
for me to relax. Yes,
So
so two things.
there is in a photo we can see like there is a cool thing on your hand. It's your binary digit watch.
Yeah.
Do you
Yes.
have
Yes.
right now? Can you
Yeah.
tell us about?
Yes. I think the batteries goes out.
Okay.
Battery was like, but the battery died. But I'm still like wearing something like related to cyber, like watch.
Okay. So comes to previous one slide. So this question I wanted to ask, like if I'm doing a hacking thing or learning about hacking, my friends are like they're gonna treat me in a different way because they know that I can anytime I can crack from their data or they cannot cheat on me or anything like that. So does you feel that in your female friends
No.
treat you differently or like that?
I mean, no, but not because of the reason. Yeah, maybe somehow, maybe they think like I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd, like girls like enjoy like go shopping together, hanging out. But I mean, if I have free time, the first thing comes into my mind is playing the Hack the Box or like doing my own research. So they treat me as like, hey, you're such a nerd. But I mean, yeah, but we still can hang out if I have time. Yeah, it's just balance.
Okay. So this is a question we can say this is the last question. So we can you give us any message you will give to girls who are ready to join the cybersecurity field or they are thinking about it?
Yeah, I mean, just go ahead, and if you're interested in this, never think you can't do it. It's not a man's world. Girls can do it, and girls can do it better.
Okay, that was it. Shreya, you want to ask anything else?
So I really hope that I get a good, I be a good ethical hacker as a
Mm-hmm.
female, and there's a lot of inequality in this world, and I know that, but I would really try, as I will take inspiration from you, as you are in this field, or as you
Thank
do,
you.
and as you go on. I will really I really appreciate you for this, and I would
Mhm.
really take inspiration a lot.
I'm glad to help. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, who are watching, you can follow her on Instagram. Her username is Bounty Hunter 1412. On Medium, she has so many, like 14 different articles, and they are they are briefly informative about how to hack particular, or how to evaluate particular machine and everything. And also follow her on Twitter. You want to say something, Shani, from your side?
Uh, I mean, just thank you for inviting, and we can like if you have any cybersecurity related questions, we can connect and just DM me on Instagram.
I hope you like this particular interview, and please go check out Shani's Instagram and Twitter, and also check out her articles on Medium. And this is all for today's video, guys. If you like it, then please give us thumbs up, and if you have any queries or feedback, then please comment down below. And to know or to see more about cybersecurity threats and updates, प्लीज सबस्क्राईब टू चॅनल सायबर मेश आणि धन्यवाद. पुन्हा भेटू आणि सुरक्षित राहा.